out some chartbuster ideas, which are some of the charts that you should look at and interesting buying recommendations. Kunal and Nooresh are right back for just that. And Kunal, your chart of the day, it is the one and only HDFC Bank.
Well, yes, Avan, and HDFC Bank has been a underperformer in the last few weeks, but then the chart patterns are getting into a zone where the risk reward to initiate a contra buy is pretty lucrative, because you look at the charts for the last 2.5 odd years for HDFC Bank, the zone where the stock underperformed from 1750 odd mark went into a corrective phase mid of 2022. The stock corrected towards the sub 1300 levels. You spent a lot of time consolidating in a range for HDFC Bank in this zone, which we term it as a very strong and a formidable support. But then, from mid of 2022, the stock started a decent uptrend for itself. In this uptrend, the stock has taken support at this major trendline zone for itself. So from the 1300 mark towards the next retest of the previous support, which is at in the month of September, October, when the stock was almost at 1400 levels. The recent support was at 1500 mark, and the recent one where the stock is taking support at the 1600 level. So at every 100 point on the upside, the stock has taken support, retested the trend line, and then moved up higher. So I'm expecting very similar price action reaction from HDFC Bank this time around. So the risk reward to initiate a contra buy at current zone could be lucrative. And even if we go back with the previous trends for HDFC Bank, we could be looking at the stock hitting the previous swing resistance of 1720, 1750 mark, say in the next 1 to 2 months. So a risk reward of almost 1:3, 1:4 for HDFC Bank at current levels.
Okay, there you have it. That's what Kunal is flagging off on the charts of an HDFC Bank, why he believes it makes for a compelling buy. Meantime, let's discuss your recommendation. Nooresh, what's that? Nooresh, you need to unmute yourself. Yeah.
That's a buy on JSW Energy. Looking at a lot of power names, a lot of power stocks went through a 30 to 50% correction from the top. JSW Energy had gone to 400, went down almost closer to 200 levels. Tested it 3 times over the last 2 years. So the base is set at 200, and now made a quick recovery in March towards that 260, 280 mark. And now over the last 3 to 4 months is making a classical triangle formation. A triangle formation breakout in the making. Last 2 days it has tried to do so. Good volumes in the last 2-3 sessions, so that indicates a good possibility the breakout could play out. So in this case, keeping a strict stop loss at 254 and a target price of 300 to 350 in the short term.
Top bets, Kunal?
So two buy calls. The first one is about Asian Paints, the stock forming a bullish flag pattern on the hourly charts, suggesting a buy with a target of 3,350, stop loss at 3,150. And IndusInd Bank has also come back into a very strong momentum after a break of 1,300 marks. So would reinstate a buy on IndusInd Bank. Targets remain at 1,400, stop loss at 1,290.
Nooresh, let's get in your top trading calls.
So first is a buy on ICICI Bank, a risk reward trade, a stop loss at 925 and a target price of 1,050. Second is a buy on NTPC, which has given a clean breakout yesterday. Stop loss at 178 and a target price of 200.
All right, let's thanks very much.